Hi, Mr. Alatorre. My name is Denise Johnson, and I'm doing my informative speech on public schools, the government, and parents' rights. Hi, my name is Denise Johnson, and I thank you for being here today and for hearing my speech on God, public schools, and our rights as parents. As George Washington once said, government is not reason, it is not eloquence, it is force. And Gene Johns, he made the statement that God and prayer in public schools. And what they're trying to tell us is that we do have a right as parents to tell our children that they can pray within a public school. Just as when they play football and they make that final touchdown and they go down and they kneel and they do the sign of the cross, that is allowed in public schools because it is not mandated by a teacher or an instructor. As Pastor Jack Howells once said, the main thing wrong with public schools is not what they teach, it's what they don't teach. They no longer teach God in public schools. They no longer teach prayer in public schools. When I was growing up, the first thing we used to do is meet in the gym, say the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we would all bow our heads in prayer. Back then we could. It was not mandated by the state to allow prayer in schools. As the Texas Federal District Judge Melinda Harmon says, parents give up their rights when they drop their children off at public schools. This is not true. You do not give up your right as a parent when you drop your child off. You still have that right. Who put these laws into effect? We did. So we as parents, we still have the power to change those laws. We can still mandate what our children can and cannot do within the school. Although, yes, it is written, once they're in that school, the school becomes responsible for them. It's not mandated that it has to be that way. We can control what goes on with our children's education. We have the opportunity to make a big chance, to make a change within our schools. We can go to our government and change the laws to allow prayer to come back into the schools. We blame the schools for a lot of things, like taking prayer out of schools, when in fact prayer has not left our schools. We are still allowed to pray silently. We are still allowed in our own to make that judgment as to whether we want to pray or not. It's not up to the atheist to tell us that no, you cannot pray. I want to thank you for being here and for listening to my speech. And I hope you have a good day. Thanks.